So one thing that I'm going to ask for you is to make sure that you do what you've always wanted to, but you've been procrastinating. I'm sure you've been seeing some activities in the team, and maybe you've been learning from, about them, from different trainings, maybe videos that you watch, maybe videos that we share, you understand, trainings from other leaders. Okay, and you've always said, like, I'm gonna do this and that and that, I'm gonna do this and that, but you keep saying that I'm gonna do this and that and that, and you've never done it. So this is the month for you to start doing it, you understand? So sit down and think about it, and think of what you've always been procrastinating. Write it down and then make a commitment. How can you make a commitment? How can you start? Is by actually having a date on when you're going to start. Because if you don't have a date, if you're not going to say, like, I'm going to start tomorrow, you will never do it. So do something different this month, okay? And then another thing is, I have always been talking about this, guys. Always been talking about this. I wish, can someone be screenshotting these slides as I'm speaking, all right? So another thing is, make sure that you prepare your business story and your product story. All right, it's very important that you do that, because if you don't do that, I tell you, it will be very difficult for you to share your business, all right, with people. And it's something that I've always been talking about. I don't know. If you don't see it's important, well, that's too bad for you. But I tell you, I know that this is important. Having a business story, having a product story, because that will help you introduce yourself to people that you're going to talk to. Another thing that I wish for you to do is to make sure that you add your list with at least 3 to 5 new numbers every day. All right, 3 to 5 new numbers every day. So whether you're going to get those numbers from Facebook, from Instagram, whether you're going to be sitting with a person on a taxi, on, beside you, whether it's going to be at work, whether it's going to be church, whether it's going to be anywhere, but every day, give yourself a commitment to add at least 3 to 5 new numbers. And once you have added those numbers, within 48 hours, you have to make a commitment to make sure that you're speaking to those people. At least, like, for them to not forget you. And there is where now your business story will come in, or there is where your product story will come in, because the very first thing that you're going to introduce to them is yourself. What do you do? Why should they listen to you, instead of you, like, just going direct and start sharing with them a business link or something, you understand? So 3 to 5 new numbers every day. And then another thing is to at least make 5 new calls, guys. These are the activities that will help you sponsor people in the business, because this month I wish for us to make sure that we commit into adding and expanding. Everybody expanding your team, because if you have got one person in the business, if you're alone in the business, if you have got 2 people in the business, trust me, that is not enough. That is not enough to get you to the next level. It's never enough. You might get to supervisor because you're a good retailer. You understand? Maybe you're retailing a lot, but you will never get past supervisor with a team of 1 or 2 people. Trust me, it's not possible. You can never get to assistant manager. You can never get to manager, and even more, you can never get to chairman's bonus or anywhere. You understand? Yeah. All right. So you need to make at least 5 new calls to your people asking for appointments. So this is like, hey, how are you? My name is Veronica, and do you have a minute? Yes. So I'm looking for people that are very super excited, people that have got goals, and I believe you're one of those. I have got a business proposal that I want to share with you. I know I'm in a hurry, and I know you're also busy right now. So allow me to make an appointment with you, maybe over a cup of coffee, for 30 to 45 minutes, or over lunch, and then I'll be able to share that with you. As simple as that. If they are far from you, ask them if you can share with them a business opportunity link, and then when they say yes, do that right away. So that is making 5 new calls. Well, it can also be text, but then at least it has to be to 5 people that have actually replied to you on that day, and they have given you an appointment to share what we offer. So that is another thing. Another thing is, I was not a very live person, okay, and I've done about 2 lives so far, and so far so good. And I've been talking a lot about products. We have been doing a lot of tabletops. We started we were at the gym. Today we're at Woodmead Retail Park, and I see that is very, I'm also there, leader Selma, Miriama, I've seen them doing them in Namibia as well. So I know that is something that really works, and because of that, I did the Facebook lives, and it was nice. So I wish for each and everyone to now start using a lot more social media. And of course, every time that I get to hear stories from people that are successful in South Africa currently, I hear them like, yeah, I had Forever Living from Facebook. I kept on seeing this lady sharing or this guy sharing about the business, and I wanted to know more, so like social media will really help you grow. Okay, so and one best way is to make sure that you go live. So I know most of you share like the pictures before and after, picture of the product. I know, but then it doesn't really, trust me, it doesn't really work that much unless it's on WhatsApp status, which is another thing. Have your WhatsApp status every day, but then go Facebook live, go Instagram live, share more. But another thing that I personally believe in is actually inboxing people respectfully. You understand? So I will post a message that I usually share with people. And well, you need to do a lot of that as well for you to get people that will say, yes, tell me more. Okay, but you waiting on Facebook, waiting for people to tell you, now tell me about Forever, it's going to take a lot of time. Also inboxing people is not very comfortable, but it's also the same as, like today I was at Woodmead and I made a commitment of getting 10 new numbers, and I ended up getting 14 new numbers plus the Uber driver who took me home. You understand? So it's not easy approaching a person, but I tell you, with a smile, with a positive mind, knowing that what you have to offer is beautiful, what you have to offer is powerful, you will have people that are responding to you in a very positive way. Of course, if in social media, your social media has to be also interactive, or has to be like very welcoming. And another thing that you need to make sure that you do, because otherwise you're going to be complaining like people in my cycle are not joining, or I'm putting in effort and people are not joining my business, is if you're not going to be showing this to a lot of people. So every month, every week, you have to count and have at least minimum of 14 people that you have shown this business. Either they have attended a Zoom meeting from the beginning to the end, not just joined and then network whatever went wherever, and they did not listen. Or maybe you added them on WhatsApp group for the business presentation, and you have to be sure that they have gone through the information, or you have shared them a link, okay, and you're sure that they have watched, or you have met them in person and explained to them about the business. So either ways, but you have at least 14 people that you have shown the business with, you have shown the business in your cycle. That is, like, okay, in a week, in a month, I've got at least 40 people, right? Minimum of 40 people that I've already showed them the business opportunity. That is when you'll expect at least 3-4 people joining your business. Otherwise, guys, don't complain. Don't say Forever doesn't work. Don't say Forever is difficult. Don't say Forever is not for me. Don't say anything about Forever Living, guys. You need to assess yourself and also allow yourself to be hard on you, so that you can learn from your mistakes and put a lot more efforts for your business. And remember, where your energy flows, result follows. I know most of you probably are retailing here and there and all that, but now also put energy also in sponsoring, in recruiting people, because you need that for your growth. So where your energy flows, is where you're getting the results. So how can we build it each other better? I wanted